Hey guys, how's it going? It is Carter here, and today we're playing a little bit of iRacing. We're here in the ARCA cars. We are on Legacy Phoenix, kind of a tricky track. It's going to be a long 40 laps. We're here for qualifying. My qualifying time is not hot. Let's get that pulled up right away. So yeah, qualifying time not great. I can hit like a low 29. I cannot break a 28 to save my life. When I do, it's like an absolute miracle lap. I understand. I'm by no means good at this track. I'm okay at ARCA, but horrible at Phoenix. Every race series I've pretty much ever done ends in disaster at Phoenix. Okay, all right, we saved it. I think it's right through turn 2 that I really lose a lot of time. Turn 3 and 4, I'm actually not gonna say anything going through it because I will wreck myself. I was gonna say turn 3 and 4 I'm not too bad at. I can actually get some decent passes on the outside. It's turns 1 and 2 that I really struggle in. And I think a lot of people do. That's one of the hard things about Legacy Phoenix is it's just a weird track. It's a really weird track. It handles a lot more like a... I mean, it's gonna sound silly. It handles a lot more like a road... there goes qualifying. It handles a lot more like a road course, I'd say, as far as passing goes. Cool, whatever. But just the way you have to pass, you kind of have to dive corners, and I think it's makes you be a lot more aggressive than a lot of people are comfortable with. So, you know, it's a weird track. A for the driving, B for the passing and just racing that happens. Oh man, I am really bummed actually about that. I was hoping to. I usually. Yeah, I lied. I do hit like a 28.9, but that's like the best I can get.
Gloria, man, your ping is at like 1,000, dude.
What was he talking to? But I probably should have voice chat off. That could be risky, but it's whatever. But yeah, I can hit like a 28.9. That's like the best. I mean, a 28.8 is like a fluke for me. My buddy's hitting like 28.7s, but he's him and I'm me, and unfortunately I wrecked, and somehow I'm assuming Jack Stubbings did too because he did bad as well. I beat him by 1,000th. But yeah, we're racing at 4:52 a.m. Central Time right now, so I have no idea who any of these people are. I've never raced against any of them. I think there's actually probably a few, yeah, non-Americans. I mean, it's that you know, time of day to where it's ideal race time for anyone outside of America. Very early / late for anyone in America. But we got 40 laps, no tire changes, starting in the back. Hopefully we're not part of the big one. There usually is. Not really a big one on this track, a lot of small ones. And we're probably just going to try to cherry pick some positions, play it cool, play it safe. Hopefully our wheel is straight. It is very good. Let's get our relative up. But yeah, mainly probably going to have to cherry pick some positions here, not so much... I'm not going to try to drive too aggressive starting from the back. I don't really want to burn the tires off right away. Tire conservation is pretty big on this track as opposed to some of the other ones, some of the short tracks and stuff. So yeah, it's hope and pray that people wreck and don't wreck me. We got like who is that, number 7 back there, just looking to blow his engine. Should have shown off the paint scheme before we started here, but maybe a lot of you probably don't know this. If you are a returning viewer for my channel, you know I do a lot of ARMA and Farm Sim and American Truck Sim and stuff like that. But my most played game lately, since like this summer, has been iRacing. I play a decent amount of iRacing. I haven't really progressed that well because I wasn't really taking that serious until I joined a league. I joined a dirt sprint car league, race 305s this season. On the final race this week, I did a 305 and 360 sprint car race. That went pretty well, actually. I'm going to be B class next season for dirt oval, and I will be getting promoted to C class for oval. If we have a clean race here, I might actually get the auto promotion, so that'd be pretty nice. But we are off in Legacy Phoenix. As you can see, it's going to be a cluster. We're just going to let everyone pass, pass, pass. I do not care. You will wreck. All of you are absolute buffoons. Now we're going to get on the throttle. I want to give myself some distance because it's going to happen. I mean, you're silly if you think there's not going to be a major wreck. Number, what is that, 11 behind us? He's going outside. He's going to take it aggressive. You can have it, my friend. There it is. Number 11 almost gets beamed. We are now third to last. Number 1's going to ride high. We're going to take that. Thank you, my good friend. Number 11 gets into 7. Oh, they are done for. And could have seen that coming from a mile away. We're up into, what, probably 7th or 8th. And now I think we can really kind of put our head down and charge. 8th place, okay. Looks like this number 6, Brian. I might be able to catch him. The lead pack's gonna be a little tough, but we do have 40 laps to make it happen. I'm not gonna rush this race. There's a lot of laps to be had here. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just sit back and let nature take its course, just like so. We're running a low 29 right now. That's probably about what I'm gonna get here. Fuel is not a concern, at least as far as I've seen on the past like 3 races I've done on this track. So really, all we have to worry about is tires, and tires can be a bit of a concern. They do fall off. You do, from my experience, lose about 3 to 4 seconds sometimes, depending on your tire wear. Usually, I can keep it within about 1.5. And I have had some. I've done like 3 races here. I think 2 of them have been podiums. One of them was a 4th place. So, granted, I did start in like 5th, but we are gaining on the pack. Brian is now 2nd up. So this, I feel pretty confident that we can at least, I don't know, get like a probably 3rd or 4th here. Unfortunately, to catch up, I am having to drive a little harder than these guys just maintaining, so I'm probably the fool burning the tires here, but we'll see. We're on lap 7 of 40. Like I said, I can get some, I've gotten some really good passes on 3 and 4. I think it's mainly because people kind of think the inside's faster. And in my experience, it's just not. Brian is actually taking the line I kind of prefer, but I'm going to take a low line just to see if he'll start blocking low. I've noticed that actually works a lot, especially in this lower tier, lower level racing. If you run like 1 or 2 laps in a really just kind of dog shit line, that guy will just run his mirrors and get a little nervous and kind of run your line. I pushed a little hard there, but I don't want to run that line too much because it's actually, I've shredded through tires on the low line. Brian is going to run the low line here. Yeah, for the longest time I did think the low line is fastest, and maybe it is for someone who's actually good at this track, but like if you were to divide the lanes into numbers, 1 being the bottom, like 4 being the top, like a 2, 1.5, 2 seems to be pretty good for me. 2.5 if you're really trying to make something happen. Like right here, like a 2, 2.5, maybe a 2. Ryan should be getting a little nervous that I'm in his mirror. I'm going to run him pretty hard, but I don't want to rear end him, obviously. We're not going to go quite for the dive yet. I think it's a little early for that. You know, I'm fully aware that this is like DNC racing, so what I generally try to do is just run them real hard, keep them honest, and then if I'm lucky, they'll just run their mirrors, they'll race completely with their mirrors, and they make a mistake. And you know, I know it happens a lot in the I guess higher level racing, but man, in DNC class, you can really make that work to your benefit. We're gonna try to go a little bit high. Really get a good run out of 2. Not really gonna happen. Okay. Andreas is falling off a little bit, actually. Brian's gonna go for the pass, and we're gonna try to run Andreas on the inside. We're gonna run real low. Might get a little sketchy on exit. We're good. We're good. We're good. If we can get inside of Andreas, I'm gonna feel real happy on turn 1. Oh, Brian really early on the brakes there, giving Andreas the spot back. Okay. It's okay. We're only on lap 13. Let's just keep assessing the situation. Now Brian's feeling a little... Looks like he's feeling a little shaky after that. Andreas is blinking, always like what I like to see from my competitors. This probably the biggest downside of racing early in the morning in America is you get a lot of people from Spain, England, Germany, and you get a lot more, especially Australians, you get a lot of blinking, and it gets a little sketchy, especially when you're racing short track and dirt oval, when the, you know, all the margins are by like inches. I'm actually falling off a little bit here. I'm not sure what's happening. I don't know if I'm just taking a really inefficient line here. I feel like I've been taking Brian's line, but I think he's running a little smoother. I've also just kind of been babbling here, so I think if I focus in a little bit more. Actually, they're still pulling for me, which is concerning, but the two guys further up ahead are actually battling, I think, is what's probably happening there. And they're falling behind, which is giving us the chance to catch up a little bit. Lap car John Mufsid is catching them. He might try to battle, depending on what kind of lapper he is. Brian going for the pass, not going to make it stick. I think what might be happening here is I might actually be racing on a higher split than I usually do, just because of the lack of people entered in the event, because these guys are actually racing really good. And I just completely glossed over the fact that Brian made that pass happen. We just dove it in stupidly deep. Andreas getting a little squirrely there. We could have probably capitalized on that if we were smarter, but we also got squirrely and deep. Yeah, we're braking way too late in that corner. It's really silly. I don't know why I'm suddenly doing it. I think I can get in the gas sooner in turn 2 also. I'm just a little worried about kicking that rear end out. Just kind of hoping that lapper would put up a little bit more resistance for these two ahead of us. At the end of the day, it's not really going to make great content, but I'm kind of here more for SR, which I know a lot of people might not like hearing, but if someone clearly has a run, I'm not, like, this guy, he's got the run. But we've got that sweet, sweet outside run on the straight. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you riding high? I'm not giving you that space, buddy. We've got a nice little battle going on here, actually. I think James thought I was maybe going to give that spot up a little easier than I would, but you know, like I said, that outside, it's just fast. We've got a three-way battle going on up here. Maybe me and James can get a little lucky. Lap 24 out of 40. Tires are still feeling pretty good. I think I definitely didn't do them any favors with the very aggressive braking I've done into turn 1. James is just going to make that stick. He had a really good run out of turn 2. Really, really good run. Now the thing about racing this close on a track like this is judging the people in front of you, how they are going to brake. Oh, if I would have gotten the gas just a little sooner, I could have made that pass inside. But yeah, I thought, you know, might be fun uploading some iRacing content, kind of showing my progress. I feel like I've made a lot with the, you know, fairly small amount I've actually played the game. I feel like I've made really good progress. Oh, yeah. Once again, my poor judgment on turn 2 bites me in the butt. I don't think Gabriel knows the power of the outside line, though. Look at this run on him. He's going to go for the block, though, like a real naughty boy. I think right there, oh, even a little sooner. I'm just so worried about, you know, just every once in a while, your car coming out of turn 2, when you get on the gas just a little too soon, it just catches and launches straight into that wall, and that wall comes up quick. Gabriel's running like a weird midline. That's kind of making me... It's kind of flustering me a little bit, if I'm being honest with you. I don't really know what to do here. Had to get off the gas there. I went a little too hard through the corner. Yeah, he's going down low, but the second he sees me coming up next to him, he starts pushing up a little bit. Not here, though. And that maybe his downfall. I've got to run. I hope he doesn't go for the block. I am here. I had to get it a little bit too hard into the brakes there. That let me get in the gas really early. John has been a very respectful lapper, and I do appreciate when people do that. I don't think John actually really deserves to be a lapper. Gabriel, what are you doing, man? I was there. Gabriel, maybe I wasn't there. Maybe that was... He does apologize. I do appreciate that. I think that was a little bit aggressive on my part. But at the same time, I do think he should have maybe... I think he maybe should have backed off a little bit more than he did, and I don't blame him. It does allow John to get by, though. We have some sort of front-end damage because we are not steering like we were before. I'd be willing to bet any amount of money, though, that Gabriel has it worse. Because he took a real smack to the wall. I do feel bad about that. I thought me and Gabriel had a really good battle going, but... Yeah, I did a little bit of a questionable dive, and he kind of came across. I don't think he quite... Maybe a spotter gave him bad information. I'm not sure. I'm definitely having to baby the corners now. Like, really bad. The right side, I can just feel it. I mean, just pushing so bad. And I might be crazy, but I have played the game enough where I know kind of roughly the difference between a like tire wear and mechanical problem, and this feels very mechanical right now. Because it's fine on this. I don't know. I mean, there's no reason it would be tire wear. That one little wreck wouldn't have, you know, brought me down how many % of tire wear. But we are really just, I mean, shoveling through corners. Which kind of changed this whole dynamic of this race. I'm more racing myself now. I'm just happy to be in it still, if I'm being completely honest with you. We've had a lot of clean laps, so we should have positive SR. Big, big, big wreck up here. Oh God, please stay still, please stay still. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh, we'll take that 1X. I'll take a 1X instead of a wreck. I'll take a 1X. Little bit of a pucker there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Whew. I got a little too aggressive on the, I guess, snapback. You know, when I passed him there. And yeah, tires are definitely gone. That's for sure. Lap 38, just a couple more laps to go. Car is actually manageable. I'm definitely not driving it to its fullest potential. Turn 2 is just, I mean, it is something for me. I mean, I really struggle out of turn 2. It is, it's by far my weakest part of the track, and I'm weak on every part of the track, so that's really saying something. We're still turning out 30.3s, which, you know, it's nothing to write home about, but with whatever is going on in my front end, I will take a 30. I'm sure A-class guys, you know, they're probably just cringing right now watching this, but alright, thank you. Whatever that was, I'm not gonna complain. But you know, I'm still learning. I'm really learning a lot about bigger tracks, anything bigger than the short track. I feel like I've, for the most part, understand a lot of the short tracks. I don't own a lot of tracks in general, but the ones I do own, either through purchase or those free ones, I feel like I've got them pretty dialed for the most part. And that is going to be a P6 out of however many and whatever I started at. That was nice. I actually enjoyed that. Had a good battle there with Gabriel. I do feel bad for kind of snapping at him, but I mean, yeah, that was just kind of a not so great situation on both of our parts, I think. I'll definitely take some blame on that one. Let's see if we can find that, actually. I think that was right up here, probably. Oh! Okay, so I get a really good run here on him, kind of cut under him. He had... yeah. I mean, if you look here, I definitely should have been turning in, probably. But I think he kind of... Yeah, I don't want to point fingers on that one. That was really reckless on my part. I will admit I did a just stupid aggressive dive, but sometimes that's what you got to do. There's the paint scheme. There's my couple sponsors. WBR is our race team. Farmer's the nickname. W1 Fabrication sponsor. And that is that. Look at that beauty. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new here. I plan on doing a lot more iRacing. This is kind of just a test to see how I want to record it. I think this is all just gonna be long form, uncut. But I might do more cut up videos in the future. If you guys have any feedback, give me some feedback on what you'd prefer. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But other than that, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like I said, hit that like button, subscribe, and so forth. Other than that, peace out.